All right. So welcome back, my friends. It's your girl, Jerry Tyler here, CEO of Fly Credit. And today we are here for a highlight of another student of the month. Y'all know how we do it. I always bring some of our amazing students by every single month to highlight all their hard work, because it takes a lot of hard work to build business credit or improve your credit scores or just change your whole financial circumstances. And I always want to honor people that show up, they do the work, and they have success. So this student of the month has been phenomenal. Because we've been having a lot of women, always women, they have been winning student of the month. So this month we've got a man in the house that has really showed up. He's very supportive of all the people in the community. He's very competitive as well. And he's using the information, having success. And I wanted to bring my friend Joseph by to share his story. So thank you so much for joining me, Joseph. I'm so excited to have you here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you've been working hard, man. You come in here and you're like, I am going to change the game for myself.
Absolutely.
So tell us, where are you from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Born and raised?
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Now, what made you say, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time for me to do something different.
I have a strong personality. So at 24, I'm 32 now. At 24, I learned about the whole personal development industry. And since then, I've been reading books, learning new names like Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Jim Rohn, all of the phenomenal people who always talk about mindset and setting goals and goal achievement. So since then, I've been setting goals for myself, but it's like there's been a barrier there, because I didn't realize how big the learning curve was. all of the bad stuff that I knew I had to change all of my habits. The big thing is change my circle.
Mm.
Like I don't have like I still have the same friends, but we just don't talk as much. So I find myself being a little lonely now. I'm single, so all of my time can go towards whatever I choose to focus on. So it was
Wow.
at that point of getting into personal development to where I realized what's an outlet to make my life better.
That's
And
so
I
good.
discovered credit.
24, you said, I'm going to find something different.
Yeah.
Wow. What made you do that? Was it just like an epiphany
No,
or?
no, no, not. I mean, not at all. Well, I was empty. I was working at Golden Corral then as a server, and then my present day mentor, Lauren Hawkinsmith, he was a part of a network marketing company, and he came and extended me the invitation to join. And since being hooked up with that, that's when mindset became important because all I would do prior from I got saved at 21. I would just read my Bible all the time I could and pray and practice spiritual disciplines, but I found that the money wasn't translating. So I'm like, well, how can I be free if my money ain't right as well? The world I walked away from, I had a lot of money, but I refused to go back in that direction. So I was curious, like, well, so many people winning, they're not better than me, and that's the mindset I had. It's not, I never look at another person and say you're better than me. You know something I don't know, and I'm a very studious individual. I love books. I love reading. I'll read anything if it'll help me or allow me to help someone else as well. So it was him reaching out to me that set me on this path.
Wow. It's so interesting because a lot of people always kind of mention those as being pyramid schemes.
Right, 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 right.
But I've had the same experience you have. Like that, although it was I had very little success. I
Right.
had, I made some money and earned cars or whatever,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was the environment that was the most valuable part of all of it. Like
yes.
just the environment alone was enough to say there's something else out here. It's something better than this out here. Good for you, man. Wow. And so you said, look, I want to get my finances right, because you're right. We're taught, read our Bible,
Right,
be a good
right, right.
steward.
Mhm.
um for some reason that money part doesn't always translate, right? We find ourselves with not so great credit, maybe
Right.
in debt.
Mhm.
And wow, so So before you came to Flat Credit,
Mhm.
before you discovered anything about it,
Mhm.
what was your thoughts or what were you taught about credit?
That's the irony. I knew absolutely nothing.
Mm,
When I discovered Flag Credit, I found you on an ad on Instagram.
mm,
I had 10. It was 10 days prior, so it was April the 10th. I found out about credit April the 1st, business credit. I knew absolutely nothing about personal credit, and I didn't know business credit existed. I heard about credit when I was younger, but this was literally all new. So 32 years on the planet, and I didn't even hear of business credit at all. I ended up going through credit repair, and my credit score was at a 484, and I had like 14 things in collections, and now it's down to only one thing in collections for $73, and my credit score is up to I average about 670, somewhere around there,
mm.
and Equifax even higher than that because that got wiped clean. So it's a couple closed accounts that I need to get out of TransUnion. But other than that, I'm just about done with the credit repair process and then going through the credit building process.
Killing it.
So yeah, I found out about you. I bought the business funnel, and the rest been history. The
Man.
rest been history.
And you've
Uh,
been building, what kind of business do you have? Tell the people.
my business is based around education, encouragement, and entertainment. So I write books, I do music, I put on shows, and I love motivational speaking. So I find myself engaged in that as well.
That's so encouraging. It's so encouraging because you say you started at 24, you're 32 now.
That's correct. Correct.
It's amazing how different your life can be. Like once you just make the decision,
Right.
once you make the decision. Wow. How's your journey with building your business credit so far?
I have no regrets. It gets. I'm thankful that I have a positive mindset, and I've learned how not to allow the debt decline to get the best of me. I don't let my highs get too highs, and I don't let my lows get too lows. I'm always present. So when I see my credit score drop from a new inquiry or for whatever reason, I like start to beat myself up. But I'm like, no, no, no. I hear your voice in my head. That's normal. It'll go back up. So it's been honestly, I'm so appreciative and grateful because I had absolutely no credit. The only thing I had on my credit was a car loan. That was it. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought credit cards were for rich people.
Wow.
I didn't know what a secure credit card was, or a
Mhm.
secure loan, or any of the perks that I'm learning now after April. What we're in July the 13th,
Yeah.
so April, May, June, less than 4 months. I've got to learn new terms, and now I have such a huge desire to teach the world
Wow.
because I mean I've been liberated. Like living life has just been so many walls and the hardships always abound, and it's like, okay, when is my break coming? I'm a very tenacious person though, so always taking another step is all that I know. And here we are. Like I said, the credit repair is almost wrapped up, and I'm ready for it all.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna open up so many doors for
Yeah.
you. That I'm just so I am I guess excited to see. I'm always amazed when people come in like fresh start, like not knowing anything, to a couple months later can teach it, like that's amazing to me. So if you could say one of the I guess top things that you've learned since you've been in the university, what would you say it is?
uh Discipline.
Mm,
Honestly, discipline. I believe the breakdown of your FICO score or Vantage Point score, anything pertaining to that, is discipline.
mm,
Just because you have $20,000 on your credit doesn't mean you need to be spending $20,000 on your credit. And even in you learn who you are through hardship. So when times are tough and you know it's available, there's consequences for your actions. So I'm mindful of how credit works now. So I make it my business not to depend on it.
mm.
I'm building it for a reason. So, because when a lender look or when the banks look, You know, they're like, well, you're not trustworthy, you're not credible. Look at how you're utilizing what we gave you with that amount. We can't give you more. So I think the big thing is really discipline and the importance of studying every day.
Mm.
Jerry, I can't even, I probably went through the business funnel probably 10 times already.
Wow, good
And
stuff.
mine is less than 4 months.
Yeah.
So I know I got a certificate of completion, but I go through it over and over and over because this is all so new and fresh to me. And every time I go through it again, it's getting deeper within me to where I believe in it. You know, it's just how sound you are and your ability to piece everything together. It really, you made it. I mean, it's almost unfair. It's like I'm cheating, and that's how great you and the team have done. So I'm like I said, the main thing is discipline.
Yeah,
Learn it.
we really created to be that way. We created to be easy, something that a fourth grader could go through and have success with because it doesn't have to be hard. It can
Right.
be, we call it like the cheat sheet, the cheat code of
Yeah.
building business credit because it really is.
Right.
I took everything that I learned over the last 2, 3 years, all my failures, mistakes, successes, and I packed it all in there so that you all can have success 10 times faster than I did. I mean, something that you've been able to do in a few months took me years to do.
I know.
Yeah,
I
took
can
me
imagine
years.
being in, what did you say, $30,000 in credit card debt or something.
Yeah, I racked up a nice amount of credit card debt trying to figure it all out, but I'm
You got
appreciative,
me. Right.
right?
Right.
That I don't have to go through that anymore.
Yeah.
And, and that my students don't have to do it either. So it's so interesting when I ask my students that question. When we do the student of the month, one of the questions I always ask is what's the most important thing you've learned? And one of the things that people always tell me is discipline or accountability or something of that nature. It's usually never the credit repair course
Right.
or
Right.
the
Right.
education I learned about disputes. It's almost never that. It's always the discipline or the accountability that we have in the huddle. Would you say that's your favorite part of being in the university is the huddle?
Because like I told you, I'm single. I'm always by myself. So just that once every 2 weeks, I can come in and laugh and joke. I mean, it's such a carefree environment, but also a safe haven, you know? So it's real dope to have
Yeah.
that type of team put together, people who are committed to the same goal.
It's always good to be around like-minded people. I do realize that, like I said, it's easier to do things. I mean, say things than it is to do it. And the fact that you've shown up like every other week, you've been there at the huddle, asking questions, sharing your success stories, and cheering other people on. And I think even pushing other people because some of the students was telling me about how when you won, what was it, Jeopardy? Won Jeopardy. He's like, no, he's winning all the questions. But that goes to show you how you went from not knowing too much of anything about it to knowing almost everything there is to know about it. So that's kudos to you, man. You've been working really hard, and that is real. That's real. That's commitment. That's intention. That's dedication, and so that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. So, what will you say to anyone that's saying, I'm thinking about joining the courses, I'm thinking about joining the university, but I'm not sure if this is the right thing for me? What would you say to those people that be watching this right now?
If you're not happy with your life right now, then do it. You honestly have nothing to lose and everything to gain because your goal is to get us more funding. And with such a small investment, I'm looking at the other side to when you help me to get everything that is coming to me, I'm not going to look at the investment and say, oh, I spent too much or that took too long or that was too much time when for 32 years, I know what broke looked like. And now I have an opportunity to do a little bit of work. And it doesn't take belief. It just takes a little bit of action. You're walking me through what to do. So to those who are on the fence, I mean, if you're happy with your life, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not, honestly, what do you have to lose?
I love that. That's good. Thank you so much for sharing that, Joseph. It's always very humbling to me when we're able to pass the knowledge down to somebody else. That's empowering and something that I really strive for. So because you're like one of the people that's really taking it seriously, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I honor that. And y'all, if you're thinking about getting to university, if you're thinking about purchasing a course, if you're thinking about becoming a student or member, we've created something special. We've created something very special, something that cannot be duplicated, something that you'll probably never find anywhere else. Not really. We are a community, we're a family, and we're here to support one another. So if you want some support, we're here to make it happen. Right, Joseph?
That's true. That's right. That's right.
I'm looking forward to seeing more of your approvals. I'm looking forward to seeing all the business funding, all the business credit, all the business capital that you are going to get approved for. And I am looking forward to seeing you pass that knowledge down to other people as well. You are the man. So thank you so much, Joseph. I really appreciate you. I hope y'all got some inspiration out of Joseph's story today. He is the real deal. If you come on over into the courses, and if you see him, just say, hey, Joseph, I saw you on that Student of the Month interview. All right, y'all. So just drop in the comments below when y'all see this. What's your biggest takeaway from seeing this video? Give Joseph a big thumbs up. Congratulations on being a Student of the Month and being such a very hard worker. And I will see y'all next month with the next Student of the Month highlight. See y'all next time. Bye.